Shepard, a young gay University of Wyoming student, was beaten and murdered for being gay. Comic Theater went to Laramie, Wyoming, and head of the members of their company interviewed the town's people to find out just what a crime of this nature does to the very fabric of the community, in the sense of how a society actually enables such an event to occur.
So we being myself, Mallory, and Billy, have been asked to be here a couple nights because we know the most about all the tech systems. So if something does happen, we each know something about at least two of the systems, and if the third one breaks, we call the other.
I'm in Greg's office right now. I'm kind of just like babysitting the show. If like a projection or if like the computer crashes, if the live cameras stop working, I'm here to help the situation, I guess.
Since Terry, the lighting designer, retired, like they would take turns, babysitting the shows in case something happened, tech-wise, and because we can't hire someone new until January, it's been just Greg, and he has a wife and 2 kids, and he has a life. He can't just spend every night here for 3 months.
It's just for the integrity of the show to make sure that everything is reset and ready to go for another day, because with all the technology that we're using for the show, it's just anything could happen, like anything can happen.
Projections, yeah, they're such a big part of the stage and such a big part of the show that there's just a little bit of pressure of, oh, we need to make sure that the projections happen when they need to. Finding the timing and working with the software, making sure that the software is working well, and then making sure that the videos all work with the projections, and just making sure that everything kind of flows together. I think it's been a challenge, but it's been a really interesting part of the process.
So Thursday night is, while technically a preview, is the most populated show because it's free, and who doesn't want to go see free stuff?
The video camera came out on stage for the medical update about Matthew Shepard dying, and they turned on the camera and we had a blue screen.
So after looking at that and figuring out we have no idea what happened to the camera, the computer decided it didn't want to work anymore.
The projections computer had encountered some kind of a problem, and the projections program needed to close. And the only way to fix the problem was to restart the entire computer.
Probably the worst thing that could have happened happened.
I think we handled it very well, and we were able to bring projections back for the end of the show, which is good.
Right in front of the screen, there's this thing hanging down. I don't know. Is that a cable?
Hey, oh my God, is that a...
It really is. Yeah, right. It is.
Greg, there's a tree hanging down in front of my light.
Dan's a really great designer. I think we're similar as designers, because a lot of his instincts that he would attack the production with, lighting-wise, were the same, or would be the same as what I would use. So it was really cool to have a mentor that was older than me, but had the same ideas and thoughts.
Some years ago, I was doing a show at the Goodman, and it was a very projection-heavy show, and the projection designer was using the program that I've been using here, Isadora. And it was just such a fascinating process, a fascinating way of creating backgrounds made of light, and that sort of started me on the road.
Going to an institution and having it be an educational experience requires the mentor or the actual designer that we hire, which might be an off-campus designer, and as in this case it was, so you always take that risk, but they should ideally be prepared to handle leading a student that doesn't necessarily know everything and isn't at the highest level calmly.
I assisted Mallory in the projector setup as far as the hardware goes, and we borrowed 2 identical projectors from the Commons, and we set those up. One's hanging from the grid, which is going into it's facing the back wall into a mirror, and it bounces off of that and goes to the RP screen. And we did that for the purpose of it gives us more throw distance in a shorter space. It effectively doubles our throw distance. That way we can get the full length of the screen in our projection.
When we started and we talked about the design, Elena was really excited about how we were going to use the projection and because the Laramie Project is a real thing that happened, this isn't just an imagined fictional story. Like, these videos and these people are all real, and especially for the long Dennis Shepard speech at the end, she wanted to have the video of Dennis Shepard instead of David reading it or doing it. So, and Niall said something like, well, what does that mean for like the future of theater, that we're like going this direction?
I don't know that it is replacing anything, although it is certainly a way to get another set of visual variables without actually having to construct something.
We're talking about hundreds of reporters, which makes a huge dent in this town's population. There are reporters everywhere, news trucks everywhere on campus, everywhere in the town.
And the second projector is on the ground on a table, which only takes up, a quarter or a third of the entire thing, which is used for the live cameras.
So right now I'm trying to build like a softer edge around the projector frame because like it's just too harsh. So I'm like built a homemade stand for this gel frame thing and try to get that.
And we did that because Isadora, the projection program we use for slides, has a lag when you run live video through it. So we decided to run all the live video to a separate projector Heartline.
I don't know, just like technology. You never had the interest in like, oh, what's the fastest? What's the best? What's the latest? What can like each thing do? I don't know. It's just, I just like making things, and if it looks good, sounds good, then that's that. But this job like really is really forcing me to look into that, and I guess that's a good thing, to like learn about, something that supposedly I love and I'm majoring in, but I don't know. It's something I never really looked into.